Sure, it's just a great team effort. So from the administration and your efforts to the governor and his team, our state and federal counterparts working hand in hand, working with citizens. In the early days, it was neighbor helping neighbor that helped to rescue, and it's going to continue to do that through the long road to recovery.
And Mr. President, again, thank you. I think our ability to tailor the programs to meet the survivors' needs rather than them having to meet into the bureaucracy, and the flexibility that the administration gave to us, along with the governor, to do that has made this the success that it is so far, and we'll keep that going forward.
Well, I'll tell you, the military was so great, and the Coast Guards. I mean, I'm hearing numbers of 16,000 people saved by the Coast Guard. I think
our first responders were
amazing. All first responders.
They worked for 4 and 5 days, Mr. President, without any sleep, and many of them, their homes had flooded. So while their homes were flooding, they were helping others. We had our own Dunkirk of our flotilla of volunteers bringing in boats.
You did.
And,
What a job they did. There's no
tremendous.
question about it. Fellas, go ahead.
Mr. President, I've been a first responder and emergency manager for 24 years. I've been the state director of Texas Emergency Management for 7 years. This is my 12th presidential disaster declaration. This has been the fastest FEMA has ever moved in this process. Your leadership, Brock Long, Tony Robinson, bringing in all of the federal partners. The rest of our disasters have been big, but nothing of this size. And to have your support and their support, putting $1.3 billion of money in the hands of Texans to start rebuilding their lives, and over $400 million on the streets for local governments to start getting back to normal has been phenomenal. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's so nice. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Would you like to say? Go ahead.
Sure, Mr.
Did a great
President.
job. You deserve it.
Thank you very much for your partnership, for FEMA's partnership. It's been an amazing effort, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. We're very proud of our governor. We're very proud you have done something very special. And Dan, we're very proud of all of you guys. And it's true, first responders, military, everybody. And I do single out Coast Guard because people, I think it's sometimes unsung. But they were out there and they were following that, tremendous peril to themselves. They were just right on the edges and they'd follow right in. And it was incredible. And they saved 16,000 people. Think of it. Think of what that could have been if you lost anywhere near that number. It would have been probably one of the worst, maybe the worst catastrophe we've ever had. So the Coast Guard has been so incredible, all of the military. I just want to say I'm very proud of all of you, everybody at this table, and keep it going. And we're going to look at the concept of a more permanent solution, because you do get inundated. This has been going on for decades. Houston's got some difficulty with that, and we're going to see if we can solve that on a more permanent basis. And there is a way of doing, a method of doing it, and they've known it for 20 or 25 years, but nobody's ever done it. But this governor, this lieutenant governor have been talking about it, and let's take a look at the cost and let's see if it's possible to do, because that would save a lot of money into the future. And it would also put a lot of people to work building it. So let's see what we can do. You'll come and you'll show me what the concepts are. I think the concepts work. It's a question, do the costs work? And I think the costs do work.
We can make it work.
There's nothing like what you went through, believe me. So if we can solve that. And this, had it been built, much of what you went through would have been very small by comparison, perhaps almost nothing. So we're going to take a very serious look at that. I'm the builder president, remember that, so I understand.
You're made for this.
Yes. One of the other things we were talking about is green board. It's called green board. It's sheetrock, but it's really a very strong form of sheetrock that actually people use around bathtubs. They use it around bathtubs and showers, and it's, water has no impact on it. And if they would use that on first floors, it covers the same, you'll fix it the same. The construction guys know exactly what I'm talking about. We were discussing it, and I said, has anyone ever thought of it? And the statement was, only people in the construction industry would know. It's just a little more expensive than sheetrock. Frankly, if people would do that on their first floor, that water would come in, it would come out, and they'd be back in business. You wouldn't have to rip out the whole house. So it's something I think that should be maybe in certain areas considered very strongly, and in the areas that we're talking about. I think it would be a tremendous, for a very small amount of money, make a big, big difference. And the water doesn't get through it at all. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. With